Welcome back to episode 8 of Enigmatica 2 Expert. So in this episode I do want to get some food going because this is all the food we have for our dragons. I just did some village raiding and they had some food for us in some of the buildings. And if you take a look at our dragons here, they are getting very hungry. Oh, and they also reached stage 2, I think. Yeah. That's pretty cool, okay. But they are getting hungry and I really don't have a sustainable way of feeding them. So, I think the way I want to go about feeding them is by basically making raw bacon. And we can get that by getting tofu, which is just soybeans in, what are they called? Presses. Yeah, so I did craft up 2 presses, which is I think the bare minimum to get a decently automated setup going. I will probably end up making more. And we also need raw bacon to make Plowman's lunch as the meat substance here. And this is probably going to be the big food I end up making, which has all of the nutrients we need. Right, let's feed our dragons like 3 times each. Are they still hungry? Nope, not quite as much anyways. Can no longer right click them to put them on our shoulder because I just reached the next stage. They're getting pretty massive. I kind of like the way they are like guarding the house up there on their pedestal or whatever you want to call them. But they're gonna be too big for that too soon. I already feel like they're too big for it, right? Anyways, so we want to set up these presses. I'm thinking for now I'm just gonna place them in our house, say right here. So we can input here, have a hotbar that pulls in here, and then we get the final product. But we still need to get our tofu, our soybeans. So I do have a little bit of them growing over here. Let me just go take a quick peek. Yeah, we can just harvest all of these. I need to finish up our farm here. That's probably gonna be the goal for this episode, to finish my farm here, to finish flattening it out, planting all the crops we need in order for us to make Plowman's lunch. But yeah, now we have all the soybeans. We just have to put them into our presses, and I'm probably gonna, I'm already gonna move them now. I think I know a better place for them. We can use our windmill for that. Right, it's currently very empty, so we can easily just use it for maybe some kind of like processing of food related stuff. So if we place this, I don't know, here. That's a decent spot. We can then put in our soybeans. That's going to process. Doesn't cost any power or anything. It just happens automatically. And then we get grain bait and silken tofu. So what we have to do is, let me just take one of these and one of these just so I can eat for the food. What we do is we take the silken tofu and we just pump it into this one. And this one processes silken tofu, and that's when we get tofu and I think soy milk. Soy milk we can also use because it acts as any kind of milk. I think we need milk for cheese, to make cheese. Not that one specifically, I just opened, but yeah. So this is our product, right? This is what we are going to be doing. So I'll be back with you guys once I finish up this farm or anything interesting comes up, okay? I finished planting all the crops we need in order to make Plowman's lunch. So this is what it looks like from up above. Honestly, it looks pretty good. I like the way it's just sort of like random patterns, different sections for different crops. So we got, what are they called again? Cucumber, and I think that's soybeans, wheat, possibly onions, tea leaves, and grape seeds. So, and we also have, what are they called? Sugar canes over here. Since we can't really bone meal them, I have to wait for them to grow. Oops. In order for us to plant more. But basically I want to cover this whole strip here along the edge here with sugar canes. So I'm going to go finish that off. Okay, planted those sugar canes, and I do want to, we need to get into the cooking for blockheads mod. So we do need to make the kitchen. And to do that, we need to craft a whole bunch of like multi-block structure things. So we definitely need the cooking table. That's the main ingredient. So we need to get a book smelted up in the furnace. Let me just grab a book. I'm sure we have the book somewhere here. There it is. We got the book. Gonna cook the book up here, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna make the oven here. We need at least one oven. Let me just grab some iron, because we'll probably need iron for plenty of things here. I did notice we needed black stained glass, so we can just take our glass, 8 pieces, and some squid ink. What are they called? This one, ink sac. Turn that into black stained glass. Get the oven. I don't know why it's black stained glass we need. I'm not gonna make 2. I'm just gonna make 1 for now, and I think our book is done. Let's go back here. We need to craft this book, which is crafting tables and diamonds. Let's grab 2 of those. I don't think we have any crafting tables actually, so we can just make a couple here. There we go. We got 2 crafting tables, and we got the cooking blockheads too, and we got our cooking table. We need oven. We need 2 fridges, so we need 2 doors. 3 is what we'll make, I suppose. Make 2 fridges. I'm not gonna make 3. We need a sink. Right, they changed the sink recipe in the last update to be very difficult to make. So not sure what to do about that, to be honest. I'll take a look off camera if it's something we can get into. Don't think it is though. We need a tool rack, so we need to get some nuggets here. I think we actually have or had nuggets at some point, and some slabs. I think we just need 1 tool rack. If not, I'll just go back and make more. We need to get an iron trapdoor, and we need to get a button. And we have our toaster. Basically, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna craft all the things we need, and then we'll be back with you guys so we can set up our kitchen. One thing I definitely want to get for our oven is a heating unit, so it allows us to heat the oven using energy, so we don't have to use a fuel source like lava buckets or coal, because it's just one of those things we don't really want to waste coal on. Let me just get 3 pieces of redstone here so we can craft this heating unit up. Now we need to get a comparator, so it's 3 of these, and we need a comparator. We should have what we need to make the heating unit. We also can make ice units and preservation chamber. I don't think we'll need to make these at all. Maybe the ice unit would be nice. You know what? Yeah, we should just make the ice unit. We may as well. So I'll be back once I've made that. Turns out that I cannot make the ice unit because I don't have snowballs, and I checked the map real fast and I don't think we've ever even seen any snow or snow biome at all. So for now, the ice unit is gonna be on hold. I won't be able to craft it, which is fine. I don't really need it, I don't think. But I think we have most of the things we need for the kitchen. I'll probably have to make more of different things. I think we also did finish up a quest. So if we go into gates, no, we have to go into getting started. And here we are. We made basically what we need to make a very basic kitchen. Let's detect and submit. Alright, I didn't make the milk in a jar. I will have to make that as well. Let's open this. Ender chest. That's actually really good. I'm not gonna say no to an ender chest. I love these guys. They're really, really nice to use. Right, I'm gonna go make the counter jar, milk jar, I think. So we need a milk bucket, which I don't know if I have anywhere. Now, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, let's trap this cow here. We need to trap him in a little bit of a small area here. Let's do that. Push him over to the edge. And there we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We can fix that. So it's like right here. Let's just do it right there. We need to place the milk jar, which I made, and I'm gonna break that. He's gonna fall down onto it. Lock him in so he doesn't just run off. And then we just have to, this might seem pretty cruel, but we have to basically squeeze him into that jar by placing an anvil. And there we go. Now this will produce milk automatically, just passively, which is nice, because we'll be needing lots and lots of milk for cheese and I think other stuff. I think it's for the tofu as well. I'm not so sure. We need milk, that's what I know. So we should have everything we need in order for us to set up a sort of basic kitchen here. This also did complete another quest, which I'm just going to take a loot chest from, because I don't really need cow bait or spawn cow. We have cows all around our base. Factory blocks, pipes. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the factory blocks, but I'll probably end up using them for something. We did also complete this, I think a few episodes ago. I don't remember when it was. It's when I was looking for those dragons. Taco Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. I need one of those. Let me just take a quick look here. Food list size. That's not how you spell list. Food list size. We are at 106 unique foods. That's actually quite a lot. And then once we get our nutrition up, we'll have quite a lot of hearts. We almost filled up on the yellow hearts. Anyways, let's set up our kitchen. Dragons are not hungry yet. A little bit, but not enough. I think if we heal 2 hunger, 20 hunger per time. They're getting very big though. They're very, very big. I'll have to move them, I think. I did like how they looked there. I'm thinking we place our kitchen here. So place a center. Yeah, cooking table right there. What is that? French fry. Why am I able to make French fries? Oh, because of baked potato. We just need a knife. Okay. And then we'll just place some kitchen counters. Like so. We have to place the corner pieces here. That's the wrong way. There we go. And I'm thinking we place... Oh, we need more kitchen counters. Right? Yeah. I'll need plenty more of those. And let's place our oven right there, why not? And our fridge is gonna go... No, I want to place it one more over. Right there. Can I also make it open the other way? But yeah. I think that way is a little bit better. And we can place our cone jar in the corner and our toaster. Let's just place the toaster in the corner over here as well. Then we have fruit baskets, spice rack, and tool rack. Oh, let's get our heating unit in here. Now he's going to take power, which I'm going to get because we have a water wheel right out there. We could probably just hook up to this underground or something like that. We need to get a fruit basket. You're going to go... You're not going there, that's for sure. That's a shame that it does that. Okay. And then we need tool rack. I do want to move this around, I think. Let's get the heating unit, kitchen counter, tool rack above that, and probably a spice rack like over here, I'm thinking, because we're gonna have another counter right there. And maybe, you know what, I'm gonna move this fridge one more over, like so. So we're gonna have 2 spice racks over there and 2 more counters, because we are gonna fill these up with all kinds of ingredients. Fruit basket's gonna be for apples and apples alone. We are storing a little bit of milk, and if we go here... Alright, I need all the tools. I forgot about the tools. I'm gonna go and craft up the tools and 2 more counters, and I'll be back with you guys once that's crafted. I crafted up there all of the, I think the tools we need at our multi-block kitchen. 2 kitchen counters and a spice rack. And I also did take a look at the sink, and I think it's not like crazy out of reach, I don't think. We just need to get a little bit of into nuclear craft, a little bit of into mechanism, which is sort of like we already have access to it. I just gotta do it, right? So I think we can sort of work towards it. I'm not sure if we really need to, because we don't really need water. I'm not sure. Let's place this here, and then we can go here. We have to place all of these. I guess we can't shift them in. And I think juicer goes there. I don't know. I don't know which is which. It might just be that. And a skillet and a pan. And then we can have cutting board. I think it needs to be placed. Oh, that's annoying. That's proper annoying. Can I place you Okay, what can I do about that? I'm thinking we can just swap these guys around, maybe. It's not gonna be symmetrical, which is perfectly fine, I think. Place that there. And then we can place our last few tools here. Oh, they can only hold 3, right? So we need another tool rack, which should be too difficult to make. And just place that above that. And we have our spice rack. We have that. I think we have pretty much everything then. We're starting to be able to make some things here. So we need fresh milk or soy milk, which we're also going to be producing. But I think this is more automatic and a bit easier to get. I did make these 3 doors a little bit of a while ago, which I'm going to use down in the basement. So I'm going to place one right here, leading into absolutely nothing for now. Let me just get these 2 blocks. So now we have hidden doors to access. I'm going to dig out like a 3x3 all the way around to have access to behind the scenes, what are they called? Like, losing my train of thought here. Oops, not how we want to place it. So if that happens with these doors, you can open them and then you can place them on different sides. So now that should be fine. I want to have these doors and access to wiring and stuff like that. Let me just close it. No, and then I think I want to have one like, I don't know, right here. Stick this out. I made 3 doors because that's what you make when you make doors. So I may as well use them all. Like so. Obviously we won't be able to see anything right now. And I just noticed this is not very centered because I was playing around with something in creative before I pasted it in here. So that's fine. We'll fix that at some point. Right, our kitchen is more or less done. I just need one more tool rack for the last tool here, the juicer, which I'm gonna go and get real fast here. And there we go. I don't know how I feel about it up there though. Maybe I want to move that somewhere else. You know, it's fine. It's not a big problem. So this is gonna be our kitchen. I might wall this off so we can say have like a wall right here. And I don't know. Oh, I don't know how this is not centered. Yeah, I don't know. Probably won't do that actually. I'll think of doing some kind of walling because I don't want it to just be one big open space. It doesn't look as good as I think if we were to wall it into different rooms, but for now it's going to be open before I think of a way to do it. We need power for this. So I think that's going to be our little next step here, is to sort of route power from out there to here. And I'm thinking the best way to do that is let's start by digging up this. And let's see. We can get the power from underneath, I think. So it goes right there. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and make a kinetic dynamo for our water wheel. And I'm going to do some routing here. And I'll be back with you guys once I've sort of routed some power here. And I'll show you how I've managed to do it. So our kitchen oven should be connected to power once I connect this to this one right there. Let's get out of here before not getting electrocuted, hopefully. Because I did not make the insulated stuff. Maybe I should have done that. And there we go. Now we can cover this up a little bit. It's by no means pretty. I'm gonna build some kind of like support structure for the water wheel eventually. Once I get a little bit more creative. Right now I don't really know how I'm gonna go about doing it, but if we go in and check our oven, it should have some power now. Yes, 1000 FE, but it's not storing energy. I'm a little confused. I think it's working, but because I connected underneath, if you go down in our basement, you'll see a little bit more of how I've done it. And it's probably not the most efficient way of doing it, but it's out of the way and it's hidden, and I can work around here and I'm not gonna get electrocuted. So we got a lot of connectors up there. I don't know if you can see, but so that right there is the oven. We got a connector and relay to kind of like guide the wire around. Another relay, lots of relays. So we have a little bit of a power loss, but it's fine. That water wheel is gonna do nothing but power that, I think. Maybe I'll add some kind of power bank back here to have a bit of a buffer. I should probably do that, to be honest. But now this is working just fine. I think, although it doesn't look like it's storing energy, I'm not sure why that is. I wonder, I am getting electrocuted. I wonder if that one is set to output over there. It should be. It should be fine, I think. Unless you have to power this from a different angle. You know what? I think the best way we can test this is if we get some kind of food that we can cook in the oven. Let me just check that real fast. So we still need a knife apparently, and I thought this cutting board was a knife for our system, so I think we'll have to craft that. Yeah, I'm gonna go craft the knife real fast. Okay, I added some wheat and some apples here, and I did make the knife. And now we should be able to craft a little bit of different foods here. So if we make some dough, just click it twice, we got some dough. Now we should be able to make a baguette. Click twice. Oh, he does have energy stored. Okay, so it was just a visual bug, and this should be turning into dough. There we go. And we can access the oven and take our baguette. So it is working, it is getting power, which is perfectly good. It was just sort of a visual bug that it wasn't filling up. Good, good. We can kind of look down there and see that there's something going on, but I'm not sure if we can do anything about that right now because we only have these MV wire connectors and coils to do any sort of power transfer at the moment. So for now, I think it's gotta stay this way. But we can make all kinds of different foods now, and we can see that like I can make some French fries. We don't have any, haven't eaten that yet. We can make a fruit salad. So I'm just gonna make these things that we haven't made before. We can make a noodle if we haven't eaten before. Some plain yogurt. Yeah, we can make apple yogurt, apple sauce. Yeah, we can make all kinds of foods now, and we can start filling up our hearts by eating all kinds of different foods. But that's not the goal of this. The goal is to make Plowman's lunch. So I'm going to do a few harvests of our crop field over there, and I'm going to just stock up our fridge and our counters and whatnot with all kinds of goodies from that. I did one harvest at our farm and I filled up the rest of our sugarcane. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I filled up the rest of the sugarcane I needed to place. So this is the sugarcane we have over here. We got some wheat, we got some soybeans, which I'm not sure if I should store over here or if it should just process and store at the windmill where we have the presser. We got some onions, cucumber, and some grapes, and then we have tea leaves up on the spice rack. And then I think the last thing we really need to sort of have an automation for is eggs. And we also need to automate or grow apples, which I kind of got down our apple tree, so I need to place and plant a new one. So let's just take 3 apples to do that. But yeah, we need a more reliable source of apples and eggs, because right now we have no eggs here. But I did think ahead, and I did actually get some chickens down here. So we do have some chickens that's been producing some eggs for us. So we can take those and we can place them at our kitchen up here. Now dragons are really starting to get big. I really should move them. But let's put our eggs in here. So now, oh, that's not the one. Now we should be able to craft a whole bunch of different foods, which some of them I should just be making just to eat at least one of to get those extra hearts. Still have these here I need to eat at least one of. But we should be able to make some, what are they called? Plowman's lunch. I'm gonna make 8 worth of them. So we need to get some cheese. And that's not the cheese I want to make. Plain omelette, scrambled egg. I think we need a sink. So we need salt. So cheese I was gonna make, I don't remember what it is. It's this cheese right here. The cheese from Pam's Harvest Craft, which is milk and salt. And we need salt for all kinds of recipes in here. To get salt, we need water with a pot. And not only do we need salt for that, I think we needed salt to make sweet pickle. No, that's sugar and vinegar. Yeah, okay. What about the tofaiken here? Yeah, that also needs salt. So we need some sort of way of getting salt, which is normally what you have the sink for, but we can't exactly make a sink yet. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of water here, some buckets of water, and I'll be able to make some salt manually, and then we'll just make a little bit of some plowman's lunch, okay? So I'll be back once I get a little bit of water here. So the way I was getting water is just filling up a bucket of water and turning it into fresh water buckets, and you get 8 per. So we have a stack of fresh water, which should be fine for now. I think it's raining. It just started raining. Okay, interesting. And with the water, we can just sort of place that. I'm going to just place it in our fridge. And we should be able to make a whole bunch of salt. Yeah. So let's just make a stack of that. Oh, I could make an extra one because I had an extra bucket. And now we can make this cheese, which I want to make. And for some reason we have different recipes. And I don't know the difference. Fine. I don't know what I just clicked now. What did I just click? Let's make all the milk here we can. And now we can make some cheese. So we're gonna make 8 cheese. We're gonna make 8 grape juice. We're gonna turn that grape juice into vinegar. And the vinegar we need to combine with what do we combine that with? We need to make cooking oil. Let's make 8 of that. We need, what was it again? We need to get sweet pickle, which is, oh, we need the sugar. So let's just turn all of this into sugar like so. Now we should be able to make sweet pickles. We should be able to make 8 of those. Good. Now we have a few things. Actually, I do need to get our firm tofu pressed and processed. We need bread too. To make bread, it is dough. So we need to craft some dough. Oh, what is it we need to make dough with? That's flour, salt, and water. Again, we need more water. Okay. So I can make some flour real fast. Just gonna make... I'll make 32 of that. And I'm gonna get some more water, and I'm gonna get our soybeans here pressed and processed. I got another stack of water, and I got a half a stack of firm tofu here. Place that right there, and now we should be able to make some dough. What is the difference between... I wonder if you can use either one. No, I'm gonna make this one here for now. Let's make 8 of that, which we then turn into bread. And with that bread, we should be one step closer. Okay, here we go. We can make the tofurkey or tofaiken. I think I'm gonna go for the tofaiken here. So we're gonna just craft 40, I suppose, and we can cook that up. So if we shift click that in, it should just go in here and it should distribute, cook it up, and finish over here. I want to take one of these raw ones because I want to eat one of every item, right? Now that we have cooked tofaiken, we should be able to make a plowman's lunch. Yes, here it is. And if I just shift click it, we should be able to have 8. So there we go. We have plowman's lunch in a fairly easy way to get now. Still a bit of manual work of crafting different ingredients and whatnot, but I don't really mind it. It's still pretty nice to do. Oh, I just noticed you can actually look and see inside, just like you can see up here. Cool. So it's still manual work, but it's a good sort of manual work, I suppose you could call it. And let's just place our cooked stuff in here. I have a whole bunch of food I'm going to be making here, at least one of, to eat for the huts. So I've gone ahead and I've crafted up each and all the foods that I'm able to do with the ingredients that we have now. And I've eaten them all. and our nutrition is almost 100% on all of them. If you take a look at our food list size here, you can see that I've eaten 142 different foods. So we have quite a lot of extra hearts now. We've quite a ways into the green hearts, almost halfway. We just need to eat 2 more different foods. And I'm sure I can still pretty easily craft some new foods that I haven't eaten yet if I just get a little bit of extra different ingredients. Anyways, I think it's time for me to wrap up the episode here. So thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. And in the next episode, I think we are going to delve into some Thaumcraft, some magic mods. I'm pretty excited about Thaumcraft. It's always been very difficult for me to understand and learn, but I like the way it works and its visuals and whatnot. So next episode, we're going to delve into that. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.